There we are.
That's,
Hi.
hey, how you doing?
I'm
Let me
good.
get you set
Jamming
up
out a
here.
little bit, trying to sound like y'all, but I can't. So,
Nah, it was nice to see you finally got this. I hate these computers. I don't know what it is.
yeah.
Let me get that out the way, sir.
The reason I'm doing it also on Facebook is because I like the viewing better on here than Zoom because Zoom is like
Okay.
this is different. So I want us to be kind of equal. I mean,
All right.
all right. So, and I'm very random, so you'll know that like further on in this interview probably.
Okay.
And yeah, so are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, all right. How's your day going?
So far so good.
Yeah.
Just been hanging out, getting ready for this.
So you're in Dade County, right?
Yeah, I'm in Dade County.
That's awesome. We're neighbors, so we're down the street. That's awesome. All right, so tell me a little bit about this album coming out, Victory. I definitely want to know all about this.
Well, this album actually, I mean, we were ready to drop an album right before COVID. We had all this music, and I linked up with this new producer from Jacksonville. He's not new, he's MGZ. He's got out some platinum tracks with like YK Osiris and people like that.
Oh
So
wow.
we we took the time to go ahead and make a whole new album. We've been grinding for the last year, just I mean, music videos and songs. It's just so yeah, I'm very excited that this may be finally our victory album that we're gonna get to release. Hopefully, COVID dies down enough so we can actually get out there and push it a little bit harder.
Yes, and you would say that COVID kind of like set y'all back a little bit from touring and stuff, or
Well, we
before?
dropped the single right before COVID came in. Like we had tour booked, all the stuff, and then COVID kind of just shut it down. So
Stupid
yeah,
COVID.
yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what inspired Victory and why is the title Victory?
Why is it a victory? Well, I think after all the years of chasing down people to try to get them to listen and get the right sound, find the right producers and all that. It's taken a long time to really get to where I'm at. We've had some setbacks in life, and the long story short, this is my victory. I'm finally getting to put out the greatest album that I've produced so far to my standards,
Yeah.
and the fans are loving it. So that's my main goal, is to try to give them the best that I got, not just put out some BS album. So it's giving me some more time to really get the features on there I wanted. Obviously you hear the one with Holly Monroe. I got a new single dropping soon with Young Cash.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've really been grinding. So
Yo, tell me
it
how you
feels
guys
good. That's
got connected. Holly Monroe, my gosh, has a voice.
oh yeah,
And Young Cat,
yeah.
like how did you guys get connected? How'd that go down? Especially like for Lay It Down, I was just listening to it, trying to sound like her. I'm not on her level at all. So Holly Monroe got that. But how did you guys like come about that?
Actually, I met her through Jeezy, actually, MGZ.
Nice.
We were making a couple new beats that day, and we came across that beat, and we went ahead and ran with it. And she was in mind, I guess, to be on another track that we were going to do that day. So we already had her in mind to come. So we called her up. She was, I mean, we dropped that hook like that. I mean,
Oh
about
wow.
15, 20 minutes. Yeah, we came up with the hook. We had it laid out and everything. So not the whole track, just the hook.
Just that. Yo, that's
Yeah,
such
not
a
that.
banger, man. I could play that over and over and over. I mean, I probably since I was waiting for you, I played it like 3 or 4 times. And
I heard it at least twice. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love.
yeah,
That's what
definitely.
it's all about right there.
Yo, I had my boss listen to it earlier this morning too. He was trying to swerve. I video called him, you know, giving him the details of the song and everything. He's like, let me go ahead and play it. And all you see is, and I'm like, Blaze, sit down. Yeah, man. So, yo, all right. So, have you toured yet? Is that in the plans now? After COVID dies down, and
Yeah, after COVID dies down, we're planning on dropping the album later this year. We do got some tours set up. Um, I'll have more, posted on my website later, IXPmusic.com, and let you know we actually got the dates booked down and where it's going to be and everything, obviously. So,
where are you guys gonna tour at? Like, you don't have to name every
um,
place, but
We're gonna start on the East Coast mainly.
Nice.
So I know we're gonna be doing a lot of up and down Florida to begin,
Yeah.
and then work our way up into Georgia, and then hopefully end up in New York somewhere by the end of the tour.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
That's awesome. Now, if you had the chance, the opportunity to pick wherever in the world to tour, no money, nothing, you know, like you don't have to pay for anything, you know?
Any country, anywhere I want to go?
Anywhere.
I don't know. That's a good question. I always wanted to go to Amsterdam and do a show. I had a friend who's got a band that went out there. They got a Latin group, and they went out there and did a tour, and they said it was a lot of fun. That fans are real great. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, Amsterdam would probably be a very interesting place to go.
That
do
would
a nice tour out there.
If you do, don't forget your little people. You know, I want to know all about it. Need an autograph, like after this interview too, because I know it's gonna be huge. But I want to like definitely highlight on your craft real quick. Before I get into this next question, I really love your sound, and I know you probably get this a lot, but I love your sound. I love how, to me, it sounds so different from what you hear nowadays, and that ties into my question. What do you think kind of makes you stand out from today's genre or today's, you know, music?
I think, I mean, everybody, you know, raps and sings these days. So I guess it's all how you put your spin on it. I mean, I personally love to go hard on rap. I got a lot of fast rap songs that I've done back in the day,
Yeah.
a lot of dark stuff. So, you know, I pretty much touch on everything, but I think I really enjoy like this track where I'm able to, you know, sing, you know, different ways. I do the second verse is more like an intimate singing where, you know, we're doing more of the hook is a different type of singing to me. It's just, you know, da, 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 you know, sort of laying the ground, that track, that vibe that we're trying to set up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like taking beats people don't like or don't think that they can do anything with. You know, there's ones that are real hard, and I try to make something out of them. So I think doing that over the years, that's sort of, you know, increased the ability. I'm very versatile. I could go fast, I could go slow, I could sing, rap, whatever. So I think that's what sets me apart. Yeah.
Love that. All right, so tell me a little bit about your inspiration for your merchandise that's coming out, or is it out already?
Oh, it's already out on Amazon. You could go on Amazon merch, IXP, that's EYEXP for the brand on that. And I think I got like 5 or 6 shirts on there right now. We're working on trying to get more items. I have other items, but I haven't opened up my store yet on my website, which that'll be coming soon too.
Nice.
We'll have a lot of options.
And where did your inspiration for this merchandise come from?
I guess growing up doing shows, I mean, there was always merchandise tables. You know, everybody was trying to get, you know, buy our hat, buy our shirt, buy our stickers. So that's where I found a lot of cool, you know, groups and a lot of nice MCs and stuff. So I'd buy their merchandise, trade merchandise. And I don't know, just I got into getting a lot of designs made. So I was like, well, I got to do something with all these. So I decided, let's go ahead and I got a bunch of shirts I printed up myself before I even, you know, started the Amazon merch.
Oh, that's what's up. So yeah, that's the mindset. You just like, I'm go. You doing it?
Oh yeah. Get it all set up.
Yes. Can I ask you? I know it's probably inappropriate, but how old are you?
I am in my 30s.
Nice. Okay, so you're young. I asked that because you have a lot of energy in your music. Like you got more than me. I'm right under 30. Right under 30, but you have more energy than me, and I'm like, hey, let me get that. You know. But how are you so energetic through, you know? I'm
just naturally wired like that. I wake up like I'm been drinking espresso all night. I don't know. It's just me.
I love that. I need that in my life because I wake up wanting to punch somebody in the face. So definitely, yeah. I want to ask something that I've kind of started asking different artists lately, but do you think that first part, how important is promo to you?
promo can make or break anything. I mean, if you do promotion wrong, it's not going to do anything for you. And I've learned that over the years, believe me. So, I mean, you can have a mediocre song. If you push it right, it can blow up into something else. If you got good music already, you just, I mean, really, really got to promote it right. You really got to go through the proper channels and not just, you know, oh, hey, you know, do this and this and this, all these pop-up ads for campaigns and promotion and this and that. So like MP3 Wax is a really good way to go because it gets out to actual real DJs and stations and stuff. So pushing on Spotify and YouTube and all that, yeah, it's very important who you do it with, so it actually gets you, you know, real followers and real streams and everything, which will hopefully, you know, pan out to bigger, better things. You know?
Exactly. Do you think that you'd have to, like, people have to pay for promo? Do you think it should be something that you pay for?
I don't know. Me personally, like, we've grown up in the internet age, and back when we first started it, it was, you know, word of mouth and getting out and really meeting people and, you know, networking personally. So I like it that you can sit at home and do it now, but on the flip side is you don't know who you're messing with or who you're talking to. You don't know their reputation. I mean, because they can build up online whatever they want to be or make themselves out to be. So, you know, it can confuse people, especially, you know, starting out. You don't know the right people. You're just throwing your money out. You know, you're going to end up broke before you ever get anywhere.
So what made you say yes to me?
Well, we were talking about doing some interviews, and you came along right at the right time. So I checked out what you guys are doing, and I like it. And you know, that's sort of, I don't try to find all the big fish out there because not all of them want to give you the time of day. But you got to work with what you got, people you know. So people that are, you're doing big things, you're pushing your thing out, you're getting, you know, a lot of interviews. So I figured I'd, you know, spend some time here and get my music out and see what happens, you know.
Thank you so much for that, because I love your content and I'm a huge fan already, so appreciate
it.
and now my team is also a huge fan of yours too, so it worked in your favor because they love you and I love you. So yeah.
I love you guys right back. I appreciate it.
So what's next on your, you know, you told me about Victory and other content that you're pushing right now. So what's next in your agenda besides that? Like what are you going to be doing on the sidelines?
Well, right now I actually just picked up the last 3 beats to the new album, because as I said, I got enough for probably about 3 CDs, but I want to have a lot to choose from, and I want to mix the sounds. So I may drop the album and have a mixtape come out later next year just to sort of get it all out there. But I'm working the last couple tracks. I do have one more feature I may be doing. It's going to be like a Spanish track. It's going to be more Spanish. Miami meets sort of the ghetto, you know. It's got a lot of bass and drive, but it's also got a lot of Spanish guitar and stuff. So I'm very excited about that. I get to work with, you know, a lot of people I grew up in Miami with on this one. So hopefully this turns out as good as it sounds already.
That's awesome. So you're from Miami. You speak Spanish? Are you Spanish?
No. I have Spanish and like I have ancestors from Spain, but they're my ancestors. I don't speak fluent Spanish now. I grew up down there, so I can understand it 90% of what you're saying to me. And I do speak a lot of words, but I'm not fluent in Spanish, you know.
Would you try, I see that you love challenges. So would you put the challenge of maybe a whole track in Spanish out?
We were already talking about that, actually. It's funny you bring that up. Yeah. And they were trying to get me to do that when I was younger because I did a lot of speed rap. So they were definitely like, here, we'll write it for you. So it may be in the works on this next one coming up. I haven't made the decision if it's going to be full Spanish or not, but it's definitely going to be a lot of down south Spanish music coming out on that album.
On Victory, you're talking about, right?
On Victory.
Yes, that's awesome. See, I don't know much Spanish. I used to be very fluent in Spanish, and then I stopped using it because I taught myself at a late age. And so I'm like you. I understand, but I can't really talk much Spanish, you know, so that's awesome. So I'll definitely be Googling the words as you spit them in the song.
Yeah.
Or you have subtitles or something, I don't know. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. But all right, so I wrote down some questions here to keep me on track here. But oh yeah, what do you think of the music of today's generation?
Today's generation, I got mixed feelings on some of it. I mean, I think too many people are more focused on sounding like everybody else more than trying to come up with their own sound. But that can't speak, for everybody, because there's a lot of artists out there, the grinding that haven't even come out yet, that have some bangers on, on their catalogs. So I have mixed feelings. I think that the internet again is helping some people and disadvantaging others. But I mean, it's a hustle. It's a game. That's what this is all about. So, you got to push harder. You got to reach further. Do what you got to do to get it out there. So I can't hate on anybody who's making money. Put it that way. So if you ask new music, do I listen to it all? No. But
Yep.
Is it still inspirational to people? Yes. So I'm all for it.
I like that answer. I like that. Definitely kind of how I see things too. So like I don't listen today. I mean, I don't listen too much on whatever is playing on the radio, unless it's like Blaze It Up Radio, which is on station, because I feel like everyone's trying to be like everybody else. But at the same time, kudos to them because they're out there, they're hustling, But at the same time, I strongly believe we are the voices of our generation. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of what they're saying in their music can either make or break somebody else's character. And what do you feel about that?
Well, I think if you're gonna put out a song, you want to try to have a message in it. And I guess that's what I don't like about some of the new stuff. Is just more, let's just make something catchy and not worry about the rest of the track. So that type of music, I try to stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're coming out with some sort of message and it's getting off their chest what they're feeling and it's coming across other people and they're understanding it and accepting it, then I'm all down for it. I mean, I love music, so it's gonna be here when I'm gone either way. So that's the way I look at it.
So what got you into music, period?
Oh, I've been doing music since I was a little kid. I was in chorus in school. I was in the choir at church. So I came up playing drums and stuff. I was in jazz band and marching band and all that stuff up until high school. And then I sort of took off with the rap music and, football, baseball. Got out all the marching band stuff because we thought it wasn't cool anymore. But go figure all these years later.
I know all about that. I was actually in band in middle school, so I know that. I played the French.
We were cool in middle school. When you're the drumline leader in middle school, everybody loves you. But when you get to high school, then it's, how come you're over here, not out on the field playing football?
Yeah. Totally understand that. But, all right. So let's go into here. I'm trying to find like the best questions because a lot of these are really covered. But, what's a piece of advice that you would give to upcoming artists of this generation?
A piece of advice, an upcoming artist. I'd say definitely take people's advice, other people in the industry. Don't think you know everything. Don't think that if somebody tries to give you advice, don't always, get upset and think that they're trying to, downgrade what you're doing or anything like that, because you'll get a lot of opinions. So you got to learn how to, have thick skin, take it, keep that smile on your face, keep that hustle going. Just okay. You got to take some shit from people, you take it and just, walk with it. But you got to learn from it. So, I mean, you don't want to be doing the same shit 10 years from now. So unless it's working and making you money, obviously. But
is this something that you went through growing up, or are you just?
Oh, I went through all of it. Come on. It's hard enough telling people you're a rap artist, when you're not,
exactly.
They're full Spanish or, black or whatever. They're looking at you like, you rap? Like, okay, whatever. But see, that's what I enjoyed was, back then you weren't an MC until you actually proved yourself. Back we had freestyle battles or whatever. That's what we came up doing. So they knew you as an MC when you actually put people out during tracks or put them out during the, freestyle battle, not just, I dropped the track, I'm an MC now,
Exactly.
So
That's kind of what I missed back then too, because everybody nowadays wants to be a rapper. Everybody nowadays thinks you're a rapper and they got it going on, you know.
Yeah.
And back then you had to prove yourself to be that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I miss those days. I miss those days. I really do. But I can say there are some you'll find like the dominant rug type. You know what I'm saying? But you'll find them out there. You just have to look hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Like you, the other person I interviewed yesterday, the same way. There's a few people out there like this, but for the most part, yeah, everyone thinks they're a rapper. Everybody thinks that, you know, I could rap about money, drugs, and whatever the case, and I could be, you know, I'm a famous rapper because I'm doing it. Everybody likes that. So.
Because it hit, it was catchy.
Yeah.
That's all it takes nowadays.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I definitely missed that grind back when we were younger, when, you know, you had all these big artists in New York and stuff, where it was a small circle of people who came out. Like you had to know this group or that group from Miami or this group from here. A lot has changed. You don't have to know those same people, but again, internet, meet people anywhere from just sitting here at my house, you know.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
So do you think your music portrays like from where you are? Do you rap about, or I don't know if I'm asking this question correctly, but in your music, do you think others can tell that you're from Dade without you saying Dade County?
It depends. I mean, people that know me, yeah, but a new listener, depends on the song you hear, because I mean, I have so many different styles that I do. I mean, sometimes you think I'm from New York because the style of the track that I got, you know. So I don't know how to answer that one truthfully, I guess. I'd hope everybody knows that I'm from there. But, you know, again.
The reason I asked because the owner of, like the co-owner of Taking Shit Serious Network and the owner of Blaze It Up Radio, Blaze Center, he was listening to your track today and he was like, oh man, he sounds like he's from New York, but he's got to be from Miami. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, how do you understand? Like, how do you know? Oh, from his sound. And so, like, for real hip hop heads and for real people who know music like that, I feel like they can kind of distinguish from, you know, where the artist is from, you know. So yeah. I want to see where your intake was on that, but. Definitely.
Yeah, I think a lot of the newer music I've done, you can definitely just you know it's just a down south feel, and I mean the true south to me is down in Miami because that's really the bottom of the map. So over the years though, I've kind of made sure that I didn't make everything that sounds the same. So that's why I'm kind of not mad when people don't know that I'm straight from there right off the rip, but they figure it out eventually. So. You got to leave a little bit of mystique these days, which is hard to do with you know, all the live streaming and internet stuff.
How hard?
So I think that gives me that little bit.
How hard is it for you competing with everybody, like trying to be like what you or do what you're doing, or just to be doing music? How hard is it for you to be that artist?
For me myself, once I'm on the stage, it don't matter what's there, who's there. I own that thing. So I mean that's. Once I get up there, hold that microphone, that beat drops, we're in a whole nother world. So I kind of like it when I walk in and people are kind of like, man, who's this dude like showing up here? But by the time I get off and the respect flips around and they're all coming up, talking to me and networking, that's, you know, that's the feeling I like, I guess, the most.
That's what's up, man. Oh, what does IXP stand for?
IXP. Well, actually, a long time ago when I was younger, I had the nickname Explicit. So with an X. So I've been known as XP my whole life. And I had a lot of problems when we started trying to market and publish with a lot of explicits and XPs, and they wanted to rebrand me years ago. So I kind of switched it over to I am the only XP. So that's sort of what IXP stands for. IXP, the explicit, the original explicit, you know, that was the idea behind it. But there's no like letter, you know, I could take 1,000 things that I could make it mean. The letters don't stand for anything like that. Just.
I like that. Whenever you say that, like, I mean, like I told you, I'm random. So when you were saying I am, you know, the only explicit, I was like, I saw you in like a cape, superhero type, standing up like that. But you know, I'm random, so. But that's what was in my head.
One of my XP shirts.
Yes. Yo, I gotta get some merchandise for me. Definitely, I want to rock that for real. But I'm
Okay.
checking.
I got the design in the Miami Heat colors too. I think that looked pretty good.
Ooh. I don't know if Blaze is watching. Yeah. Oh, he is watching. Blaze is a fanatic for the Miami Heat. Like, he goes nuts for it. And I'm surprised he hasn't said anything right now for it. But yeah, we're gonna connect on that, definitely.
Yeah. Let me know. I'll get you guys some shirts out of my collection here, so you don't have to buy them on Amazon.
Yes. I want to rock that like everywhere. It's gonna be on my next episode of Vibing with Kwill. So.
I'm gonna watch it and make sure.
Yes, you already know. So I'll rock it. But all right, so we talked on that. All right, I think more just kind of freelance it because I touched on a lot of these subjects already because I talk a lot. But I want to know, what would be the perfect day for you? Would it entail music at all, or would it be something outside of music?
The perfect day for me?
Mm-hmm.
It would be something with music. I mean, I don't think I ever have as much fun as when I'm, the center of attention. Definitely, the video shoots are always fun. There's a whole group of people walking by staring at you. Actually, that Lay You Down when we just finished shooting a video for not too long ago. So that's going to be coming out sometime next month.
Ooh, maybe I can get that on my show. Okay.
Yeah, you can see what happens with it, definitely. I'm trying to plan it coming out, I guess the 4th of next month is what I'm hoping for, but it may be a little bit, don't quote me on it, maybe a little bit longer. So we're trying to set up maybe to have a release party, possibly in Jacksonville. That way, Holly and me may be able to get up and perform, but again, we haven't discussed all those details. I'm throwing it out there just in case Holly sees this, or when she sees this. Let's definitely get up there and perform this track live, because it's I'm getting great feedback from it, a lot of streams. People are loving this track. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a fanatic for the song. So. Like I can't dance for anything. I don't know if you saw me dancing earlier in this. I'm offbeat for everything. I just
feet. Don't step on the left.
Yo, so have you met Holly Monroe in person?
Oh yeah, we were in the studio. We shot the video, so I know her personally. I actually went to one of her shows when I was still in Jacksonville, dropping those new beats, and got to watch her perform live. They did a whole recording of it and everything, so it was a lot of fun.
And Young Cash too?
Yeah. Young Cash, I know him. I've met him. I was in the studio when we dropped the track. We talked about doing the video. We're not quite that far along yet. So it is in the works eventually. As soon as this CD's done and we get everything, moving in the right direction, we'll try to do something with that.
That's what's up. So who would be, if you got to pick any artist, dead or alive, to perform with? Or, once COVID goes away.
I'd say Biggie right off, but also Big Pun was a big influence to me too. So between them two, I mean, it would be I'd love to do like a show with both of them. Would be awesome. But Biggie gave me a lot of that rhyme scheme, the whole,
yes.
You don't always have to talk about your personal life to use words to create a picture or a story. So I kind of love that. And Big Pun, definitely that driving, I could take it off and hop it right back on. You don't even know. So
yes.
Definitely, you could feel it in a lot of music I do, that I try to, take off a little bit of what I've learned through them and try to, implement it in my music.
Who would you say would be your biggest influence of today?
Of today? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I used to always want to be speed. Like I always wanted to do speed rapping. So like Twista, Tech Nine, those were like growing up, I love. And Tech Nine, you give him a lot of props with his, he's got his own label.
Yeah.
He's signing all the people that other people are looking over that got some crazy music and finding a way to, take lemons and make some lemonade with it pretty much. So I'd have to say, Tech Nine, music, drive, leadership, everything he does, that's really inspiring. So yeah, that'll be him.
I might have to send this interview to Tech Nine after if you get time with him later on. That'd be so dope.
We might have to go ahead and send him that press kit.
I would love to meet him. I like to meet Tech Nine because definitely growing up, I like fast rapping too. I always thought I was gonna be a rapper when I was 9 years old. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper. That's it. And obviously I'm not. But I'm definitely interested in their music and what he does. You know, I love his inspiration and his music. Like he doesn't care about like what people say about him, and I feel like that's the best method to kind of go about music with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people nowadays are just like, oh, you know, they're not gonna. I have to make music for everybody else to like it, and this and that, and they kind of miss the concept that they're missing out on their message. They're missing out on they're missing out on so much. And Tech Nine just like dominates all that. He's like, nah, just be you and go out and just
just be the best at what you're doing. Be the best one there. And prove it. Don't just say it.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. When I was pregnant with my second, actually, Tech Nine was the only music I would listen to. Well, aside from rock and Tech Nine, and that was it. So definitely. All right. So I don't want to like take up too much of your time. I want to leave you with one last question here. And it's a very random question, and I've asked this a few times in my interviews. But do you sing in the shower, sir? Be honest.
Yes, I do.
Yes?
I practice a lot of my new hooks in the shower. I rap in the shower. It drives my wife crazy, but I do it all the time.
Does she ever tell you, shut up?
No, she actually will come in there and try to scare me when I'm in there and try to surprise me.
That's love right there.
I'm in my own world when I'm in there. You rip the shower curtain open, I won't even notice. I'm till that last bar, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Oh God, I'm replaying this in my head because I do it with my boyfriend too. So like, he sings on top of his lungs in the shower, and I'm just like, should I? Like, no. But but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and end this interview because I can talk for hours, and I think you can kind of just like get it from me just rambling on right now. But I definitely want to give you this time real quick to kind of give me any insight or anything that you want to highlight on before we get off. Anything you want the world to know.
I definitely want to say thank you to all the IXP fans and followers, supporters out there. Definitely keep up with my webpage, ixpmusic.com, and you'll be able to check out all the new tracks as they come out, new videos, and when our tour dates get set up, we'll have that on there. So first and foremost, yes, respect anybody out there loves this music. Anybody in the game trying to hustle and do it, keep pushing. That's all I can tell you. It ain't gonna be easy. Don't think it's just gonna happen overnight. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Exactly. But prime example of what happens when you mess up promotion one time, you get back on track. You just gotta strike while it's hot and keep going. So put out good music, you'll get fans. Put it that way.
I love that.
It's your boy IXP on Kwill Interrogation Room. You need to hit her up and definitely get on for your interview. Get your music out there. Do not hesitate. Check her out on Signature Series Network.
Thank you so much. And yeah, because I get shy, and as you can tell, my face is but but thank you so much for doing this interview and supporting me and our team and our network, and allowing us to support you as well. And our promotion and our support does not end here. Like we're here to support you 100%, and we are fans of you already. So definitely blessed to be able to sit down and actually talk with you and kind of get inside of your mind a little bit and get the gears running.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, of course. All right, so I'll let you get back to your wife and go chill and have a great Thursday. You know.
You too. I appreciate it. Remember, check out Kwill Interrogation Room Signature Series, Apple TV. It's your boy IXP signing out. Check y'all out later.
She don't follow the trend. She don't get in the gossip. She speaks with a purpose. Has ears for what